Okay, the Chiefs played a very good game today. They played the way that I would like to see the Chiefs play all the time. Followed the game plan. They had energy. They have effort. They played their hearts out. And that's the thing that we talked to those guys about with a Green Bay Packer team coming in here that was undefeated. Everybody had marked it off as a win for the Packers. But those guys in the locker room, they're football players. And they wanted to play. They decided that they were not laying down and they were not going to give up. And so they went out and they played a tremendous game. One, I'd like to give credit to the offensive coaches because they did a good job of putting the plan together and then calling a good game, all right? Kyle did a nice job of controlling and operating the offense. But if you look at it all those guys did a nice job. Defense did a nice job. And that's what happens with a team. When a team wins, everybody wins. And so we're just proud that we were able to win this one. We know that it's a short week that we have to work on, and now we close out the season with division opponents, which are always tough, and those rivalries are always good. But I think now our guys have a little confidence, and they will be up for the challenge. And so the best part about it is the next game is a home game. And even though that we had more cheeseheads in the stadium than I would like, but we prevailed, all right? And so always playing at home is a plus for us, and that's good because our fans are wonderful fans. And Saturday, we hope that they're out and they're enjoying the holidays and can cheer us to another victory. With that,
Romeo, I know today you were just trying to win this game, but in the bigger picture, you also said you want to be the permanent head coach here. How far did today's win go in that direction, do you think?
I really have no way of knowing that. You know, all I know is that we won a game and we played a good football team and we played a good football game and we looked like a football team, a pro football team. And so that was a positive. I know that the next 2 weeks now, we'll see what the next 2 weeks brings because every week is a different week in the NFL. And then at the end of it, we'll let the chips fall where they may. And that's what you always do in football. You know, that's what I tell those guys in the locker room. Do your best, play your best, and then let the chips fall where they may. You know, and so the only thing we can control is how we play, the kind of effort we give, and hopefully we can win them as we go down the road.
Do you ever remember
being the head coach your first game? Could you have scripted this any better? I mean, what a way to make your debut as the head coach.
Well, as it turned out, it was a great script, you know, and that's always positive. Wins are always good in the NFL. I don't care how you get them. If you can win, that's a positive, and so we feel good about the win.
Even though his first game as the head coach, you guys have been around the scene for a few years now. Do you ever remember, even last year when they made the playoffs, the guys being that excited about a victory as they were after the game today in the locker room today?
Well, I think situation and circumstance always impact how players and coaches, how they feel, you know, and we had this losing streak going and a very, very good team coming in, you know, so I think that they were excited about the fact that, one, they were able to play good football, you know, and didn't turn the ball over and didn't make mistakes, and they fought it out and were able to win some of those one-on-one battles that we talked to those guys about. So that was all positive, you know, so we just got to keep it going.
How much of that situation, though, was the losing streak, the fact that Packers are 13-0, and how much of it do you think it was that they, you know, I mean, the guys seemed to really like you, that they were happy that they started off your time as the head coach, no matter how long it is, with this victory?
Well, I think that they know that I care about them as people and as football players, and I ask them to do the best that they can do, and that's all I can ask of them. And if they do that and we end up winning games, that's a plus and a positive. But they're the ones who play the game, and they should get all the credit. You know, I was just standing on the sideline. That's all I did today, you know, and they got it done.
Romeo, you mentioned briefly Kyle on this play, but what did you guys ask him today against a very good defense? I mean, he hadn't played a whole lot in this offense. What did you ask of him? We asked him to protect the football and not turn the ball over, take what the defense is giving you, and which he did, you know, and there were some times that he was stressed a little bit, but he read his progression and delivered the ball to the open, you know, receiver, and he controlled that offense, and I think his experience as an NFL quarterback helped control the offense some also. So, you know, that was all positive for us. How confident would you be in him for the long term?
Well, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be pretty confident.
But is he the type of guy you think that you could win with in the long term?
Well, if we win these next 2 games with him and he continues to play the way he played today, then you might have to say that. You know, that's what happens in football. You see what kind of production a player has, and then you make a determination about whether you think that production will continue and if you want that type of player on your team. You know, and so if he continues to do what he did today, I would say yes.
Romeo,
you cleared up the quarterback questions early in the week. How much do you think that helped, just sort of focusing not only him but the team and sort of getting that question out of there?
Well, I would like to think that it helped because, like I mentioned to you earlier in the week, I've been through a quarterback situation before where, you know, the players didn't know who the quarterback was going to be until the last minute, and so I wanted to just clear the air and get it out there so that they wouldn't get asked questions about it, they wouldn't have to wonder about it, so that they would know who the guy was going to be, and then give them an opportunity to learn his cadence, his voice, and how he operated, and I think that was beneficial to us because, as it turned out, he took all the reps in practice. Dwayne Bowe had a medical situation with his family that he felt like he needed to attend to, and he didn't follow the proper procedures and protocol in getting that done. And so I told him I wasn't going to start him.
Did he miss a practice, or what happened?
No, he did not miss a practice.
You mentioned the defense playing well against potent offense. 2 guys, at least 2 seem to stand out. Tom Bahali, who maybe does it every week, and Brandon Carr, who seem to really come on. Can you talk about what you saw from those 2 guys in particular, even though it's a team effort, just those 2 guys?
But Tom Bahali, he comes to work every day, all right, and you notice him out there every game. He gives it everything he has. You know, Carr has been improving as the year has gone on. You know, with Flowers on the other side, sometimes teams choose to try Carr. But Carr has stood up to the challenges, and he's improved as this season has gone on. So I think that's a positive for our team and for him as well.
Does it seem to you like Tamba gets held around the neck quite a bit?
That's not my call, but you're probably right.